I would like to welcome you to this afternoon's webinar, UCA Management Training, Lead, Manage, Be the Future of Urgent Care. I am Carla Jamison, UCA's Education Director. I also have Nicole Van Mersbergen, UCA's Online Education Specialist, on the webinar as well. We are going to discuss UCA's two management training programs and hopefully answer any questions you may have on them. Before we get started, if you have any questions throughout the webinar, please type them into the dialog box on the dashboard. And Nicole and I will get back at the end of the webinar to answer those. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so UCA has two management training programs. The first is the Urgent Care Management Certificate, and then the second is the Certified Urgent Care Management Professional Designation Program. So hopefully we're going to answer the questions down here, throughout this webinar. When you're looking at these programs, what do you want to achieve, and then which program do you qualify for? So I'm going to start with the Urgent Care Management Certificate. So first of all, there are no prerequisites for this program. It's a 30-hour of online content, and you complete it by purchasing the UCMC bundle. Once the bundle is put into your UCA library, you have 2 years to complete it. There is group pricing available for 3 or more applicants from the same organization for the bundle. And then session completion is dependent on passing the knowledge assessment with 60% correct, and then also completing the evaluation. So this is how you actually earn the credit for each session that you take. All right, let's talk about the content of UCMC. So this was originally the program started about 8 or 9 years ago, and it was a 40-hour certificate program. When we developed the CUCMP designation program, we cut down the hours of UCMC. So as you can see here, we've got 6 different categories with specific amounts of credit that have to be obtained. And basically, you get this package of the content in your bundle, and you do it all online. So it's pretty simple. You can do it at your own pace. The content is 1 to 200 level courses. UCA chooses this content from either past live education events that we've recorded, and then we look at the evaluation scores and the quality of the speaker, so we're giving you a good product. And as I said earlier, this is the only an online product, so you can stop and start and complete it on your own time. So who should apply for this? Someone working in urgent care who aspires to manage, MAs and rad techs wanting to learn more about center management and hopefully wanting to get into management someday. And then of course it's open to anyone. UCMC provides a good base for anyone interested in urgent care. And then let's move on. So if you want to find out more about the UCMC program on our website or apply for it, first you want to go to ucaoa.org, and you'll want to sign into your profile. That's why I've got that circled. Basically, anything you do on our website, you're always best to sign in first. It gives you member pricing on things. It also gives you, access to members only resources. So then you're going to go to education, and then you can either click on management training, which will take you to the page that talks about UCMC and CUCMP, or if you want to just go directly to one of the management programs, you can right here. And then once you get to the UCMC page, you will click Apply Online. So this is like you're applying for it, but everyone is accepted. You actually purchase or you pay for your UCMC bundle at that point of purchase, or filling out the application. And then you would allow probably anywhere from 1 to 3 days to get the bundle put in your library. So I guess I said 2 to 3 days up here. I skipped ahead. Anyway, you will receive an email from Nicole Van Mersbergen and how you will access the UCMC bundle. I'm also going to go through that process a little bit at the end of the webinar, just because this can sometimes be a challenge the first time you do it. Okay, so now once you get the bundle and you work through it and you've completed your 30 hours of content, UCA will mail you your UCMC certificate. So then once you're done with if you've earned your UCMC certificate, you may want to consider the Certified Urgent Care Management Professional Program. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the CUCMP designation. It is designed as a specific curriculum to serve as the next step in development and advancement for the urgent care manager. As you can see, it's specifically broken down into 7 domains that have a requirement of specific hours that you must complete in order to earn it. And then within each of those domains, there are specific sessions that are all mandatory to complete the certification. So as an example here, UCA may offer a live webinar on HIPAA compliance. And we would indicate that it will offer the CUCMP credit for completion. So you would definitely, you'll see we advertise upcoming webinars through the weekly UC Access newsletter that all members receive. We also send out specific emails on upcoming webinars that you can register for. Okay, so let's talk about the pre-qualifications. Applicants must demonstrate one of the following. You must either have a clinical degree plus 1 year of supervisory experience in ambulatory care medicine, or 2 years of supervisory experience in ambulatory care medicine, or you've already obtained the urgent care management certificate, and then you also have 1 year of supervisory experience. So now we'll talk about the application process. Just so you have an idea before you go to apply of what you're going to need to have available to you when you fill out the application. So obviously we're going to need your professional title and how long you've been in the position. If you didn't complete the UCMC, then you need to send us a resume or CV to verify employment. A letter from your supervisor confirming your work experience, and then also the name and phone number so we can verify your employment. And then there's the application fee, which is $195. We do offer group rates if there are 5 or more applicants from one company who are applying. So basically you have to apply at the same time. So this will, the application process will take a bit of time. Nicole actually, she receives the applications and then she's got to, go ahead and verify your employment. So that involves, calling somebody you work with, which we all know that can sometimes take a bit of time. But it's, definitely doable that, once you apply, if you give us all the information, that we can get this turned around pretty quickly. So again, to find the CUCMP application, you're going to want to go, back to the Education tab, go to CUCMP, and then it'll say Apply Online. And then we have a bunch of additional resources down here, the actual full curriculum, as well as, how we do some discounts for applicants, and then we also do some discounts on the webinars if you are with a group, and then also an actual chart that explains the difference between the UCMC and the CUCMP. All right, so step one is your application gets accepted. Nicole Van Mersbergen sends you a welcome email with an explanation on how to start achieving the designation. And then you're going to want to get started. So the curriculum. There's 62 hours of specific curriculum that must be completed within 3 years. And completion includes passing the test with a score of 80% or higher. You have up to 3 opportunities to pass, and you must also complete the session survey. There's webinars, convention sessions, online sessions that are all categorized with CUCMP credit. I did want to talk a little bit about when we launched CUCMP. It was in the fall of 2018. So just to let you know, we are hoping to have all of the curriculum developed for this with, things that you can take by the end of fall of 2020 or the end of the year of 2020. And then we're hoping for our first round of graduates in 2021. So it's really not feasible, for anybody to complete this certification in a year. First of all, you would have to, because there's the requirement of taking 60% of the hours as live education, that's almost impossible to do that, get your 60% in 1 year. And then also, with also completing the rest of the, courses that you need to take it within that time. So I'm gonna say it would be more feasible to do it in that 2 to 3 year period. And then, so, as I talked about earlier, 60% of it could be live. So that would be a live UCA webinar and or attending the UCA convention, our annual convention. The rest can be taken online through UCA's online library. We offer the CUCMP bundles, individual convention sessions, and recorded webinars are all in the library. So how will we track all this? Currently, UCA staff, specifically Nicole, is tracking all of everyone's credits who are participating in it right now. But within the next couple months, we are hoping to move into an online tracking system, which will provide a very clear dashboard of your certification status and then reminders of completion deadlines. So completion. So once you've successfully completed the required 62 hours, you will need to take the final exam. The final exam will be comprised of random questions from tests that you have already passed. So it won't be any new questions. One thing with the test questions that we ask at the end of a session, there's typically 5 of them depending on how long the session is for the CUCMP credit. But 2 of those questions are typically situational type questions, and then the rest are multiple choice. So that's one way which we really try to up the level of this, designation program. is by having, you know, situational type questions, which actually make you think a little bit beyond and apply what you've learned from the session into practice. There is a fee to complete the exam, and that's $395 for UCA members. So let's talk about once you've earned your certificate or earned the designation certification, there is maintenance certification. So 2 years after you've obtained the initial certification, you must pay the renewal fee, and then there are a certain amount of credits that you still need to obtain within those next 2 years, which is no less than 25 credits, and then of which 15 must be live. So there will be some, you know, things you have to do to maintain your certification. So the benefits of the CUCMP program. Professional recognition, you can put the CUCMP letters after your name. If the UCMC doesn't do that, nobody should be putting UCMC after their name. That's only for the CUCMP designation people. You also would receive recognition in UCA's UC Access, which goes out weekly, as well as at live events. There would be opportunities for growth in the urgent care industry. You'll be a part of this elite group in urgent care. And then in the future, we're hoping to put networking groups with other CUCMP designation awardees together. So hopefully, you know, being able to network together at the convention, and possibly in other sorts of online groups. We're hoping it really becomes a network that you can, you know, depend on. You can call up other CUCMP awardees, and, you know, if you have specific questions about your center or what you guys are doing. There'll be hopefully a way to share information amongst each other. Okay, now I'm going to talk a little bit about how to access UCA's online education library. So for both of the programs, the UCMC and the CUCMP programs, you'll have to be in our online education library. So again, you're going to want to sign into your accounts, and then once you've signed in, you'll click on My Account, and then you're going to click on Manage My Account. And then this will come up on the right-hand side, Account Actions, and you're going to want to click on My Library. And then this will take you to our online education library, our portal. So as you can see, it should have your name up here, as it does mine when you get into yours. You'll want to click on My Library to get to your specific content. So this would be if you purchased the UCMC bundle, or applied and got the UCMC bundle, this is where you're going to find it once it's been put in your library. And then you've also got the course catalog here, which would show you anything that UCA has online as educational opportunities. The right side here usually shows featured products that we have, bundles. We actually have a new Certified Urgent Care Management Professional bundle, which is 18 hours that would get you started if you aren't able to attend something right away that's live. Also under My Library, you can see what you're enrolled in, as well as credits that you've earned. So in a nutshell, that is the difference and comparison between the Certified Urgent Care Management Professional Program and the Urgent Care Management Certificate. We wanted to keep this short, but we will hope that, if you guys have any questions, you will put them into the question box, and then Nicole will come on and pose those questions, and then one of the two of us will answer them for you.
Okay, I do have some questions. The first question, how long does it take for my CUCMP application to be approved?
Well, Nicole, I'm going to let you answer that one.
Okay, generally we say to allow for 2 to 3 weeks, but usually it is done sooner than that. And let's see, another question. What happens after I attend either a live webinar or CUCMP sessions at the annual convention?
Well, I'll take the annual convention one. This past convention, we put your CUCMP test actually in the convention app. So you were able to take that at the end of the CUCMP designated session. And then you also needed to complete the course evaluation. And then that we would have a list of everything that you passed the test for. You would also be able to, if you don't pass the test the first time when you're on site, you are given two additional opportunities to take that on site through the app. And then I'll let Nicole handle the webinar question.
Sure. For webinars, what happens is I will place the online learning package in your libraries, and if you're a live attendee, what that will include is the test and the survey. And once both of those are completed, you'll earn the live credit. If you're registered but unfortunately can't attend for whatever reason, you can still get online credit, and that would actually what would be put in your library would include the presentation itself, along with the test and the survey. So let's see, there was another question. Person is just looking for, they just wanted clarification on how they could earn both live and online credit.
Well, the live credits are by participating in a live UCA webinar, attending a convention, and those are basically the only two options you have for live credit. The rest of the credit, not live, would be through our online education library.
Okay, great, thank you. I don't see that we have any more questions, but it looks like we have a little bit of time left. So if anybody has any questions they'd like, please feel free to pose those questions. We'll give you a little bit of time to post your question.
So, I hope that, everybody found this helpful. While you guys, if there are any more questions, I am going to give everybody who attended, the opportunity to reach out to me. I've got my email and phone direct line on here, as well as we are offering, for those of you who attended this webinar, if somebody's interested in the UCMC program, we're going to offer $100 off the UCMC bundle using the promo code UCMC SEPT, SEPT 19. And then we'll also offer $50 off the CUCMP application fee through the end of September using CUCMP SCP 19. everybody. There are also this, I PDF this, PowerPoint for you guys. So those are in your handouts. And you can always call us. We're more than happy to answer any questions you might have. Did we get any additional questions, Nicole?
Oh, yes, we did. The question is, as a member, what would be the total price from start to finish?
Well, you've got the application fee, the test fee, and then, the fee to maintain the certification once you achieve it. But like the cost to typically, a cost to attend the UCA live webinar is $50. We have done some packaging this year offered a CUCMP bundle package, which we do typically when we ever do a bundle, it's discounted. And then attending a convention, typical, tuition costs start at around $1,000 to attend a live meeting. So I don't have like an overall, this is what it's going to cost, but hopefully that would help you based on, the amount of credits. And then also the online CUCMP bundle is discounted from, what we would sell the individual sessions for. So you're always better off buying a bundle than you are individual sessions. I hope that helps.
Okay, it doesn't look like we have any other questions.
All right. Well, thank you everybody so much for attending. And there is a quick survey when you exit out of this. If you can please take a minute to answer those questions, we'd really appreciate it. And hope you all have a great afternoon.